For today's lesson, we're going to discuss about the intentional injuries. We are all vulnerable to dangers, whether we are young or old, rich or poor. As a result, we must be aware of what these potential dangers are, how they affect us, and how we can prepare ourselves to prevent or minimize their effects if they occur. This lesson focuses on intentional injuries to which you may be exposed to. This also aims to provide you with knowledge and understanding of the types of intentional injuries that may occur to you as well as the risk to your health through the proper information. Intentional injuries are injuries resulting from violence, the use of physical force to harm someone. It can be divided into two: self-inflicted, when a person harms himself or herself on purpose, and assault, when a person or persons harm another on purpose. Suicide and parasuicide are intentional injuries that are self-inflicted, while assault has four classifications: those that were committed within the family, peers, other groups, and those that were committed by the family, peers, or other groups. Within the family, domestic violence may happen. Domestic violence happens when one or more members of the family harms or abuses another family member. Peers in school or in the community may commit bullying, stalking, and extortion. Other groups may commit gang and youth violence, illegal fraternity related violence, kidnapping and abduction, and different acts of terror. Sexual victimization and other forms of abuse and harassment may be committed by the family, peers, or other people. This includes verbal abuse, incest, molestation, or rape. Suicide is the intentional taking of one's own life. Many of those who attempt suicide do not receive mental and emotional counseling. On the other hand, a suicide attempt in which a person does not intend to die is called parasuicide. It is often a cry for help, meaning the person wants others to know what she or he is feeling. How will you recognize a person who has a suicidal tendencies? Oftentimes, the person gives clues through his or her behavior and speech. Some of these clues may be talking about suicide or death, writing farewell letters, or giving away valuable things to their friends and siblings, showing changes in behavior, moods, and feelings. Domestic violence is an act that includes physical assault, sexual abuse, and verbal abuse. These are behaviors that are used by one person in a relationship who tries to control the other. Domestic violence includes abuse and actions such as name callings or put downs, keeping a partner from contacting his or her family or friends, withholding money, allowance, or denying financial support, stopping a partner from getting a job, actual or threatened physical harm, sexual assault, stalking, and intimidation. Who are the possible victims of domestic violence? Anyone can be a victim or is at risk of it, especially if your partner is very jealous or spies on you, will not let you break off the relationship, hurt you, violent, and brag about hurting other people, put you down, make you feel bad, forces you to have sex, or make you afraid to say no to sex, pressure you to use drugs or alcohol, or has a history of bad relationships and blame it on others. Bullying is an unwanted, aggressive behavior. The behavior is repeated or can be repeated over time. Classifications of bullying: verbal bullying, saying or writing mean and nasty things, and includes teasing, name calling, making inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, and threatening to cause harm. Next is social bullying, sometimes referred to as relational bullying, hurting someone's reputation or relationships. It includes telling other children not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, and embarrassing someone in public. Physical bullying, hurting a person's body or destroying his or her possessions. It includes hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, tripping, pushing, or taking or breaking someone's things, and making mean or rude hand gestures. And cyberbullying, a verbal and social bullying done through the use of technology and electronic means. It includes using social media, using mobile devices, and using electronic mails. Stalking, on the other hand, is a pattern of behavior that makes you feel afraid, nervous, harassed, or in danger. It is when someone repeatedly contacts you, follows you, sends you things, and talks to you even when you don't want them to. It is very threatening to the person being stalked because the behaviors and action of the stalker often invade your privacy. Stalking behaviors involve actions such as knowing your schedule, showing up at places you go to, sending mail, emails, and pictures, calling or texting repeatedly, contacting you or posting about you on social networking sites, writing letters, damaging your property, creating a website about you, sending gifts, stealing things that belong to you, and any other action to contact, harass, track, or frighten you. You can be stalked by someone you know casually, a stranger, or a past or a current friend, boyfriend, or girlfriend. Getting notes and gifts at your home, in your locker, or other places might seem sweet and harmless to other people, but if you don't want the gifts, phone calls, messages, letters, or emails, it can be scary and frustrating. Extortion, on the other hand, is the act of using force or threats to force people to hand over their money or properties on favors. Extortion can happen outside or near schools wherein children are victimized to give up their allowances in exchange for the promise that they will not be beaten up. And this is the first part of our lesson for intentional injuries. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye and God bless.